So if you go on to check on this chart, you can actually see that this is a M1, meaning one candlestick represent 1 minute. And once I get a signal, this is this yellow circle, this dot, it represents a signal. It's an arrow, a downward arrow for this one. And if you find it down here, it means it's going up. So just to make sure that we understand each other, like in this case, I'll end on the second trade on the second candlestick, which was going to be this one here, and I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was going to expire around here, which was going to be a winning trade. Was if you check, like let's say you use this, you can see this is where I entered the trade. The price is to be above this line. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that it was here and it expired up here, which was way in the money. So you find out that this was a winning trade, right? And another thing I would like to point out on these signals, these signals, they do not repaint. Let me just quickly check what is there. I'm getting a signal for Euro GPY. Like I was saying, these signals, they don't repaint. You can actually see that it said it's going to go down here on the first dot, but it didn't go down, it went up. So that's why you see even the next candle is still, the next arrow, the next indicator, like it's here, it's still showing that it's going to go down, but it didn't go down. It actually went up, and it doesn't disappear when it goes in the opposite direction with the arrow or the direction of the trade. So this is why I like these indicators. I can actually look back to see whatever trading opportunities that were there on the chart. Like on this chart here, let me remove the auto scroll. I'll teach you how to use this perfectly. There's also another signal here. You can see that it says it's going down. It didn't go down. Here also it didn't go down. But the thing why I like this, the arrows do not disappear just because it went in the opposite direction of the trade, which is a very, very good thing. It can allow you like to actually go back in time and actually see the, like you can actually see the trading opportunities and the winning trades and or the losses that were there on the chart. So like I was saying here, this does not repaint. You can actually see it for yourself here. It says it's going to go down, it went up. It says it's going down, it went up. Even this. The reason why it's still showing that it's going down, all the calculations and all the setup, like all the way I program these indicators, it is already calculated like the probability that it's going to go down. So like in this case, when you get the first dot here, you are going to put place a put, and then you have to wait for the trade to expire after 5 candlesticks, which will be, this was the line when you get the dot. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, as you can already see, it's starting to go back in the money, which is a very good thing. But I will also teach you how to avoid these trades, because in some cases when it goes up in the opposite direction, most of the time you find out you end up losing if you keep on forcing it. So like in this case, this dot was saying it's going to go up, was saying it's going to go down, of which if you check here, let's take the trend liner here, if you draw a line here, you can actually see that this is an uptrend. There's no way it's going to go down, so you can just simply avoid this. And another thing that you use when you're trading my system, with this system you can actually use this. Like here, when the first dot came out, the price is to be also above this line, which is the 80 period line, this one. And also for put or sell, it has to be above this line. Once it breaks through here and you get the signal here, and it's also in this red zone, the upper red zone, that means it's a put. But in some cases like this one here, if you have placed a trade, you can see that it's going down now. By the time you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4 5 candlestick, you can see it's already in the money, of which it's something that you can still avoid. Like you can still avoid these trades, because in most cases, I don't know how I can show you here, but in most cases when you go against the trend will bite you very, very bad. So I advise you guys, like when you see the signals, first, like in this case, this one is going down, but the signal is saying it's going to go up. These signals, they do not necessarily just come like this. In most cases, they are very accurate. Like if you can check in the previous trades here, Euro USD, let me just quickly check this one. This one is the same. So what I'm saying here, guys, I wanted to show you something. Okay. So this is a possible trade, guys. As you can see, it's going in the red zone, this red channel, the one on top. So here I'll be waiting to place a put. Once I get the signal, I'll place a put. The reason why I'm going to take this trade is because once it enters this red zone, this channel, the one going down, once it touches there, and I also get this confirmation, and I check here, I also see that it's already above that 80 line, which is actually going to be like it's going down. And I also check, there's a signal, guys. I just got the signal, and I also check the timer here. You can actually see that it's 23 seconds left. So I'll end on the formation of the next candle. You can see it's already 12 seconds left, so I can quickly just rush to the trade. As you can see, guys, here I already have 2,231, which I won. I started with the 1,000. I won the 1,000 over like in 1 day's time. So you can see even my previous trades here, the strategy that I was using, I lost here the 50 bucks. I put 100 on the next signal and I won. I go back to 50, I lose again 100. I go on the third one and I win. So in this case, I'll be getting 100% profit, because in this case, you know that once you lose the trade, you put a big amount to get the trade, a small profit, and your loss, you cover it back. So like I was saying, guys, let's just go to the chart. So as you can see, this is my trade. I'll wait for 5 candles, and then we can actually see if it's a winning trade or a losing trade. So this was my signal here. You can actually see it here. It's written here, Euro GBP M1. So I use M1 for 5 minutes expiry, as you can see here on my channel, on my candle, on my platform, that this is 5 minutes, and I put it $50 for a start. The good thing about this, about using my indicators, they do not repent. So if it goes in the opposite direction, the signal does not just disappear like a lot of these other indicators that you see. So just to go back, like to see how powerful are these indicators, just want to go through this chart, the one I said I wanted to go through it. This is New Zealand US dollar, and if you can check here, today is the 14th, it's Friday, 14 October 2016, and it's around 2 p.m. You can say 2:15 in the afternoon, and this is +2 GMT, because I'm actually recording this from Africa right now. There is another possible trade, the GBP USD. It's already in the red zone, and I'm getting the signal saying it's going to go up. So I'll quickly just go to this. So So this is actually my trade. Like I was saying, I was supposed to actually wait for the time here, but as you can see, I already put the trade when it was above here, but it actually went down again. Of course, it doesn't affect that much. Okay, so in this case, first you can see that this is a, let's just take the trend line. You can see this is a uptrend, but you can see the red channel is actually moving up. So this is actually uptrend. You can see this channel, the way it's moving, it's actually going up. So this is something that you can use. You can actually see that it's actually the channel is moving up. The way I set it, the way it calculates the probability that it's going to go up. So like I was saying, guys, these signals are very this is another trade. Let me quickly just take this trade as well. So far I have like 3 trades going. So I've ended on the, but for this one I've ended a bit late, so I'm actually going to expect maybe on the 60 candle, that's when it's going to expire. So guys, this is just a simple strategy that you can follow. I just wanted to share with you guys this strategy. If you are new to binary options, support me by liking my strategy, because I'm sure this is one of the best strategies that you will ever see in a long time. So as you can see, I've ended here. I said it's going to go up, but this one for now is still out of the money, as you can actually see it even if you go to the trade. Okay, the first trade is expired, guys. As you can see, the majority of the trade was in the money. I've placed a put, and this is a winning trade. You can see I put a $50. I won $89, okay, which is a good thing. So this was the first one, which is Euro GBP, which was this one here. I ended here the beginning of this candle, so we count 1 2 3 4 5. It's beginning to go back up, but anyway, for the time that I've actually put the trade, it's actually a winning trade on this candle. So like I was saying, guys, that I wanted to show you this. There was a candle, there was a chart, the one I wanted us to go through. Euro USD, I got another signal, but I'm not going to trade on this one, because as you can see, guys, this is actually a downtrend. You can see that it's going down all the way, but here the signal is saying it's going to go up, and here the confirmation is right, it's okay. But even here, it's not even in the red bottom like this channel, the red channel, the down one. So I'll ignore this one. This is how you filter like some unnecessary. But as you can see, guys, like even here, this is unnecessary also. You can see that it kept on saying it's going to go up, but it went up, but it went down. So all right, this trade is also expired, guys. You can see now I'm around 2000 a 260, and when I started, I think I had 2230. I won 2 trades so far, 2 out of 3. This one looks like it's a losing trade. Let's quickly just check it out. As you can see, it's still struggling to go up. Yeah, we ended here 1 2 3 4. Should be able to expire on this candlestick or the coming one. It's so close, but it's going to be a losing trade. So if I lose this trade, I'll just simply put $100 on the next trade. New Zealand, and also okay. Okay, this one is showing that it's also an uptrend. The one we are losing right now, it's showing that it's going up, and it has actually gone out of the 20 line. But for the sake of this video, I think I'm going to take the next trade after the expire of this one on the opening of the new candle. If I want, I would just enter here, but I want to teach you how to trade properly so that you don't just be careless, like you're losing your money. So here you can see that the signals do not repaint. It's saying it's going up, it went down, but it keeps on saying, and the signal doesn't disappear. This is what I like. This is another trade which we took, Euro GBP. All right, this one is saying it's going. There is another signal, and here it's also okay. It's going to touch here, so I'll quickly take this. This was a GBP. I'll take 50 on this one. Doesn't look very strong, but it's promising. I'll also take a trade on this. I'll put $100 to cover back the loss that we got here. So like I was saying, guys, I'll enter here on the next trade, on the next formation of the candle, and I've actually done the same thing here. Euro GPY, it also has some good, there's a good opportunity. I reduce here. It's also a good trade that I might get here. So guys, this is how I do it and how I trade. There's nothing special about this. All you have to do is to make sure you just follow the signals, and also do your own analysis so that you don't have to be 1 2 3 4 5 to expire somewhere here, which was a winning trade. If you check here, this is the one. I'm getting a lot of signals. As you can see, guys, you can actually get a lot of trading opportunities. So since I want to make this video very short, I think it's very wise if I can pause this video and come back when the trade's about to expire. So I think let me just pause the video. So we are back, guys, and if you can check the trades are about to expire. You can also check on the right corner, the balance is increased. Now my balance is 2150, and I've lost another trade, this one, which is $100 trade. Looks like a losing trade to me. And another thing I keep on getting, it's actually very close, because it's starting to go back. I'll just enter this trade, because I actually got a signal, but I was waiting for this one to expire. Anyway, this is it. It's about to expire. You can actually check here, the balance will increase if it's in the money. Now it's 2239. I still have to cover back my loss. Since I lost the 50 and the 100, this time I'm supposed to be putting a 250, but since I don't have 250 here, I'll just simply put a 300. And I'm going to, since I got a signal here, the last signal was saying down, but it keeps on saying going up, I'll take this one to be my next trade. So what I'll do here, guys, let me just do this. I'll put an arrow so that I know when I enter the trade. As you can see here, now I'm getting another signal and I've already entered the trade. So what I'll quickly do, let's go through what we were doing. This was a losing trade, even though it was so close, because if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was a losing trade. This was a losing trade. So again, I'm getting another signal here, and it's touching the red zone, but here it's not, it didn't cross yet, so I can wait for it. I'm sure it's still going to come. And at the same time, this is another trade that we had, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It expired above here. This was a winning trade. Because if you check here, let's see. Okay, it's this one here, the first one. Euro GBP, let's see. And also another trade that we had was Euro GPY, which is this one here. You can see it was in the money all the way from the beginning, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It expired here. This was in the money. Even if you go to the chart itself, you can actually see that the trade was in the money all the way from the beginning to the end, which is a good one. Even the first one here, this is what I like about this. It's not a guesswork. You can actually see the trade was all the way in the money. So if you go, there's a signal here for euro. It has actually crossed here, but here it hasn't crossed yet. So it's actually tricky on this one. As you can see, I think there's a news event. You can see the way this week, like, it's very long. Yeah, this is, I think there should be some news. Let's just check the news daily. So let's just check the economic calendar to see what's going on here. And another thing that you have to note, guys, this strategy works best, like, in my time here, I've noticed, like, from 7 a.m., actually from 6:30 a.m. up to around 7:30, this strategy works solid. Anyway, I forgot to show you what I wanted to show you that time, because you kept on. Yeah, I think there's news. You see the way these wicks like it's forming the signal both ends of the candle. I saw it happening even here. Let's see. Here, this is another trade opportunity, but I'm not going to trade because I think there's a news event with high impact. So if you go to the news for today, right now on my time, it's actually 2:30 p.m. So according to GM2 plus 2, and it's a Friday. And it's also another thing, on the Friday, a lot of people are closing their trades, like those who normally put like those long trades. They are closing for the weekend because they don't want to come back and find nothing's left. So this is another reason why people are actually closing. But anyway, like I was saying, the odd USD, you can see here there's a lot of activity. Like, let's just zoom it up. You can see how long is this week. From down here there's another signal. Up here on the other end there's another signal, and it happened in just 1 minute, which is another factor that can tell you that this is not a good signal. You can see it's odd USD. If you go to the chart here, it's 2:30 here. If you check on my time, it's also the same time, 2:30. That's when this was happening, and this is low impact. But just imagine if it was a high impact news. No, I think I'm making a mistake. No, this is what I'm looking for. This time I think it's AM. Yeah, this is AM. Anyway, this is afternoon. This is 2:30. You can see the high impact news here. That's why they add USD, because there's a USD on the other end. That's why it's happening. It's high impact. You could see the behavior. Because even me, I was wondering why is it behaving like this when it's just the low impact news. And if you keep on checking, you can see Euro USD, the USD. So it means all the currencies that have USD, even if you go to Euro USD now, it has to be showing some kind of, yes, this is the same thing. You see, you get another signal here, indicator here, another one up here, which is a very bad thing. It's showing that the news is with a very high impact. So this is anything that has anything to do with the USD is going to be affected, as you can see here. So another thing, now that if you don't know, when you just get this signal, sometimes you can just trade, but it's wise to know that you have to avoid trading over the news time. Anyway, if we go back to our signal now, to our trade, the expired trade, you can actually see here, guys, this was a winning trade all the way in the money. The majority of the time it was in the money. So now if you go back to check our balance, let's check this balance again. I zoom it up. You can see now the balance, I'm sitting at 2,476. When I started, I think I had 2,231, and this is just in less than like 30 minutes, guys. I'm trading 5 minutes. I have actually traded how many trades? 1 2 3 4 5. Should be around 10 trades, and I've managed to generate some cash. So this is very simple, guys. You can actually use it. If you want my strategy, subscribe and like to my video and send me an email. I'll put my email address in the link below. You can also check it on the screen here. I'll try to put it there. I'm not going to be trading now because of the news. So what I've shown you here, guys, this is just a simple strategy that you can actually follow and start making some real money. And forget about those rich quick. Those are just scams, guys. Binary options, you're not going to get rich overnight. So when you trade, forget about that. Even here, I was just taking a risk because it's a demo account. That's why I'm even putting like my money management. That's why I even put 300 when the account is less than 2000. If you have something like a 500 bucks, I would advise you not to put more than 3%, or for the last trade, or on per trade, because if you lose that money, it's going to wipe out your account. So guys, enough with the talk. If you ever think that you like this video at any point, or you like the strategy, you would like to try it, you can send me an email. So another thing which I kept on forgetting, I wanted to show you how massive is these indicators. I'm going to remove the auto scroll on a, let me just see which one can I use here. I can use any. So I know the majority of people would like to trade Euro USD, GBP, and what, but I'm going to just take any chart. Which one can I take? This one, this one, this one, this one. Let me just go with the Euro USD. I'm going to remove the auto scroll so that I can be able to show you from the beginning. This is back there. So I just want to go through like this chart with you guys. Whenever I got the signal here, this was a signal. If I was watching this candle, that this indicator, I could have ended here. As you can see, I could have ended here, and I count 1 2 3 4 5 6. This I would actually count 5 candles, which was a winning 1 2 3 4 5, which was a winning candle. This one here, down here. So again, this was a signal. I could have ended on this one here and say 1 2 3 4 5. This was a winning candle, right? So again, I could have ended here, which is 1 2 3 4 5, and win again. This is another win. This thing keeps on popping up. 1 2 3 4 5. This was a winning. Again, I could have ended on this. So I can go on and go on and go on. 1 2 3 4 5, which was a winning down here. The same applies. I can go on and on and on and on. So you can actually see how reliable is this. This was another 1 2 3 4 5. This was a winning here. You end up somewhere here. So a lot of trades, you can see guys, this was win. And then here, just because the market will be closing most of the time around 1 p.m. when it's a Friday, people are starting to take out their money. So you won't see this nice pattern like this. But as you can see, it was so stable. Let me just remove this again. As you can see, it was so stable, like from between here before 12. You can see that it was so stable. These are all wins. You can see that these are all wins. You can keep on going. These are all wins. You can see that these are all wins. So as you can see, I actually ended some trades. This one was actually here. I don't know how it got moved. Somewhere here, it was a winning trade also. Somewhere, I don't know, here, wherever it was. So the same applies here. Yeah, this was a losing trade. You are not going to win all the trades, guys. I ended no, this one is for here. I don't know how these things got mixed up. Where was the losing trade here? This looks like, or maybe it's just my mistake. This was a winning trade, this one. Anyway, you can see we can go back, but it's still the same thing. A lot of winning trades. You can see all this, and this does not repaint, so you can actually see that this is what was going to happen if I was on the market by that time. So guys, thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, you should subscribe. If you like the indicators, you can also email me. I'll tell you how to get the indicators and how to go about everything. So there's nothing to be afraid of. You can actually try on a demo account. Like I'll also give you the links for the demo accounts, or you can just search for any. There are a lot of demo accounts that you can get. So the requirement for these signals, you can actually get them for free if you are signing up with a broker, which I will recommend. So as you can see guys, these are all like, this is a winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade. This one is so close, but it has to be above here when you get the signal. So you count 1 2 3 4 5. It's as a winning trade again. Yeah, this was a winning trade. All these are winning trades except for here, which might be a losing trade. Let me see. If you enter, when you get this first signal, you say 1 2 3 4 5, it was going to be on a tie. You can see from here it's either a tie or a lose or even a winning trade, depending on the platform that you are using. So again guys, take care. Binary options is not gambling, it's a game of strategy, it's an investment. So this is where it ends. If you like the video, you can subscribe so that you see my other videos in the future. Thank you for watching.